Hello guys, welcome to another video, and today's video is going to be a little different. It's going to be a little far from our main subject of the channel, but yeah, today we're going to be talking about privacy and how the EU, which has historically been a very friendly legislation to actual privacy, and it pushes a lot of pro-consumer, pro-people stuff forwards, but today, for some reason, not today, a few days ago, at this point I think 6 days ago, they actually did the unexpectable, which I kind of knew was going to happen someday, because I saw like the United States and some states under the United States actually implementing laws like this. And yeah, so yeah, what's going on? We're here. Oh, as we can see, we've got the Reddit page open. Of course, my main source of news is Reddit. Of course, I do have to verify every single time, which I do recommend you doing also. I mean, don't take my word for granted. Just go and make sure you have like multiple sources of data, like talking about this stuff, to actually have a neutral or like objective thought on stuff, if you know what I mean. Anyway, here we go. So the EU is set to launch an age verification app, mandatory for accessing adult content. So what do they mean with all adult content, and what am I going to be referring to as adult content in this video? It's not the ISIS things, like, you know how like the ISIS does some gory videos. It's not like general gore, like videos found from the darknet and stuff like that. It's about well, the stuff is legal, but not legal for all audiences, and not legal for specific age groups specifically. So what is it? Yeah, I mean, if you haven't guessed it already, it's adult videos. It's adult, like the videos you find on the hub, on the website called bleepvideos.com, bleep and bleep.com, and other and other websites like that. So yeah, this is the type. I don't know if you don't understand at this point. I don't know. This video is not for you. Okay, just don't watch it. Okay, well, go ahead. I'm not gonna. I don't want to like get demonetized. I mean, not demonetized. I'm not even monetized. I don't want to get like striked for being like unfriendly, basically not for viewing in the family rooms or stuff like that. I just want to say that they're blocking the websites which have content like that. So if you don't know what the content is, it doesn't matter to you. Anyway, let's go to the law, which is linked here, and I have it like opened up here. So according to this article, they dug in, they reached out to multiple public agencies to uncover more about this app and how it used to work. So what they did, they created an app that was gonna have to be installed on every single device. You can already see how like this could be a possible vector of anti-privacy moves. I mean, not saying that the EU is not going to respect your privacy, but you know what? Someone, a very intelligent person actually said that every system is hackable, right? If you do remember from like a year ago, there was this backdoor in Linux, which people call the operating system that cannot be infected. But here we go, we have a backdoor, and it was, it was quite severe. So a person who was contributing to the XZ utils, actual like the thing that unpacks tar archives. It was for like XZ in general, like XZ files, like tar XZ, to actually like decompress these stuff or compress them. So what happened was they added a remote code execution and through OpenSSH, and basically it gave them full access of the system. If you don't know, if you have a shell command, like if you have access to the terminal, you're basically in control of the PC. Of course, you need a password for some stuff, but like, yeah. Anyway, that said, like, you do have a lot of control over it, right? The thing is, now no system is unhackable. That's the point. So whatever they do in the EU, like actual app, they're not gonna get it to the point that it's unhackable. So if a malicious hacker comes up to the actual EU app and starts destroying it and gets access to it and the databases, well, that's about, let's actually Google it up, okay? So we're looking at around like 449 million people potentially being affected. 449 million gooners out there are being affected by this, potentially, alright? I mean, it will be low because like not every single person is going to be installing apps that have like, or going to websites that need to use this app to verify themselves. But we'll get to that in a second here, because like I have a theory that may occur with this actual law being in place. Why is this against user privacy? Because they didn't think about like how this could affect like other people, right? No system is unhackable, right? So about this much people are going to be hacked. If the hacker actually gets in, if they get the databases, they're going to get people's phone numbers, well, firstly, IDs. They're going to get their no hub or adult website credentials, or maybe like the email associated with it, the IP address they're accessing the website from, their MAC addresses, maybe, I don't know, however they're going to actually verify which device is which person, right? And that is quite bad, because firstly, that's going to be a huge database for data brokers to actually sell information to more malicious people, because I mean, that's how the data works, right? If someone steals it, they're going to upload it to a data form on the dark web, and someone's going to download all of it, and they're going to use it for whatever they are going to use it for. Maybe like advertising. So imagine like you're in a, I don't know, a cafeteria talking to your friends, and you're on Reddit, right? Maybe Reddit bought some stuff from this data broker, and because Reddit is fairly not, and ads in general are not regulated properly, maybe an ad of some no actress that you watch comes up and it says recommended just for you. I mean, I have been in scenarios that my friends have sent me NSFW content without any spoilers, and hell yeah, I was really close to being ashamed of myself, but that's not the point today. So the point is that it's disrespectful of 449 million people's privacy. It's not even 449. I can guarantee it's like 450 at this point. Anyway. The second point I want to make sure I have here is that this can later be used to block other websites, or make other websites actually comply and make sure they also require this step, right? So do you know like how there's like groups of children, right? Generally there's the infants, or like the actual children, not the teens. Let's go for the infants, right? The children, or whatever you want to call them, 0 to 13 years old. Most websites, most services on the internet don't allow people from 0 to 12, or 13 for that matter, in some cases, to register to their websites. And then the second group is the teenagers, who do have like some level of control over like what they do on the internet. So 13 to 18, not reaching 18 of course, are the teenagers who can go to basically everywhere, except I think like casinos and stuff like that if you're in the US. Drinking alcohol maybe, I don't know. That beats the point. Anyway, so at what point will a malicious, okay, not malicious, but like a company who wants to personally advertise to you, claim that they're a no website, or a corn, or let's just say corn watching, like corn videos, like the farms, if you know what I mean, and like a website like that, and say that we do need this app because we have a potential like of having comments, like in Twitter they have like a lot of comments of like the stuff coming up under the comments. Like at what point will a company say that to just like have more data from you? Like imagine like Twitter having your data, like having your ID card every single time you go in. Like that is like I would literally stop using a website when they actually want a ID card from me. I would literally stop. Now, consequently, I mean, salve. I thank the heavens that I'm not in the EU now, and I hope this will get like reversed because this is actually bad. I don't want to be giving out my ID. I don't want to give them another vector of attacking me or leaking my data for whatever reason, for maybe getting hacked. Yeah, I really don't want to do that, man. I really don't want to give them my ID. If there's something I don't want to give them, like I can be a fake personality on the internet. For example, my name could be, I don't know, James, but I'm not James, right? If I want to be privacy focused, my name would be James. Now, that James can't be James anymore because they need to actually give in a ID card, because like the company that is gonna survey, like is gonna monitor them. So Instagram, for example, because like you can find the adult website content or the no videos on Instagram as well. So if they claim that we're a provider of possible no videos and we're dangerous for kids and stuff like that, they can steal your data, they can steal your name, they can monitor you as James. No, as your actual name, but like under the James alias. So it's really bad. It's just really bad. You can't even have a fake alias for ethical reasons, of course, on the internet. Okay, you can't be fully private. They know you. I mean, they already did, but they know you more. That's bad, and I don't like that at all. Now, why are they doing this? And I do think there's a valid reason why they're doing this. Let's go back to this page. It more suits the whole video a lot more. So why are they doing this? I do think there is a really major reason why they are doing this. And it's kind of, I mean, there has to be a solution, right? I do hope there is a solution, but I can't think of one. If I did, I would have recommended it. But here we go. Maybe I do. I'll talk about my solution later on, but that one is more like idealistic. It might not happen and stuff like that. Anyway, so what the point is here is that there's no real solution here, and children are exposed to this media, right? If there's no solution, they have to like at least do something, right? Even if it's bad, even if it has to compromise on a lot more people, they should still do it. Because like watching these videos as a child is extremely bad. Like it's extremely bad. It can lead to traumas. It can lead to other things. And I don't know. They don't want to deal with that, especially like with the ever growing like internet society. And a lot of people like go on the internet, and this shit gets pushed on you with like the worst possible ways. It gets pushed through ads. It gets pushed through like, I don't know, games. I don't know, like if one time I actually brought up the Steam thing. Like I was going to Steam to actually buy a game, right? And then there was this game called what was it called, like Beautiful Women, and bro, it was like hardcore stuff. I was literally 17, okay? 17 is close to 18. Maybe I didn't get a trauma from that, but like, imagine like your son or your like younger brother, or heaven forbid a girl or something. Imagine them seeing that. I mean, what the heck, Steam? Like, why? Why? Or like, I don't know, YouTube, for example. I've seen these like things recently that like on bad ads, like if you go to like r/bad ads, bro, they have like the weirdest stuff on there. Like cameras that see through your clothes. Like, what the heck are you advertising, YouTube? What even is that? Stop! Anyway, raging aside, there is an actual reason. They have to protect children. But I do have like a suggestion here. What about they tell their parents? What about the parents being educated to actually be more tech savvy and more internet savvy and make sure that their kids don't get exposed to this? I mean, there's a really easy solution to this, and most of it can be done through parental controls. Now, I do understand that every single parent is not able to set up parental controls, but I do think it's a better solution to educate the parents to be more tech savvy in general. Like it's a better move in general. Like if you educate someone, that's a positive. It can't be a negative. Okay, it can, but like I mean, in what way can it be negative to teach a parent to fully understand what their kid is doing on the internet? Like, I don't understand. Like, okay, you can't bring it up an example. If you can, go ahead in the comments. I'll be listening to you anyway. Yeah, I think the parents have to be the regulators here. I do think so, because like going back to my childhood, my parents were regulating me. I mostly didn't have a phone around, so yeah, I didn't really interact with the internet back then. So yeah, the time I did actually interact with the internet was when I built my own PC, which my parents didn't buy. I just bought it through like basically collecting coins off my like weekly budget, and like I bought a PC for $40, man. Literally, that was what I had. And well, I'm really grateful for that, but my parents are also like tech savvy. Both of them work in IT, so maybe I'm biased here, but like I think everyone should at least have like the baseline knowledge to actually handle their children properly. And I think that world, if we get to that world, it's going to be a better place. I think there has to be like a course of parenting and stuff like that, so that parents can actually see what their kids are doing, like monitor them, make sure they don't go to the bad websites, make sure they don't do horrible stuff on the internet, and yeah, so I think that's the solution. But like, how would you implement that? Well, that's to the policymakers and stuff in the EU to actually choose. I really don't know about this subject. I'm gonna actually, next time when I go to the EU, or maybe with a VPN, I will just try it. I really want to see what's going on. I mean, the no hubs and the other things in the internet have actually done some moves against this. I mean, the no hub I think has closed in France, for example. But yeah, I don't think I don't think just like closing the website is also like, I mean, you could also close it, right? But that just gets rid of internet freedom, right? I don't think that's a solution. Some people do need to like visit those websites from time to time. I don't know why, but like I do them too. I mean, who doesn't, honestly? Like, anyway, so the thing is like, so banning those websites isn't a solution either, and they do recognize that, and that's why they didn't actually ban them. And coming from a country where basically nothing I have ever seen was banned, I do have a bias for banning nothing. I do have like, you have to have morals, you have to have things like boundaries set for yourself not to cross. And I think that's the way to actually regulate stuff. You gotta like, you shouldn't regulate. You just have to teach people not to cross boundaries, to have boundaries that are reasonable and make sure they don't cross them. I think that's it. And yeah, I think that's it for this video. But like, if you did like the topic, I sure did. I do like talking about privacy from time to time. I don't like seeing the EU do this, especially from how based the EU is recently. Like, they win, like basically continuously. And now this, bro, like literally, this is the worst thing they have ever done, I think. And I think they have to revert it. Anyway, that's for the EU citizen to choose. I'm not an EU citizen, as I said in the first part of this video, and yeah, I hope they do choose it. I hope they protest this, because like, nah man, I don't really like this being implemented. I do like my privacy being respected, and I don't like my ID card being in the hands of some random data broker there that's gonna serve me ads and other things. Like, ads are the least they will serve, okay? So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like the video if you did like it, and comment down below if you have any complaints, because I know this is like kind of a touchy subject for some. And yeah, I'll catch you next one. I hope I make more videos like this. It's kind of a good format. If you do like it, please like it, because I want to see if it performs well. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Bye!